My name's Adam Shereston and I'm a horse whisperer by profession. Before I became a horse whisperer today, I used to just be one of the lads. I worked in construction, 9 to 5 job, go to the pub on a Friday evening, come out on a Monday morning ready for work. That's how life was. 10 years ago, I had several experiences that weren't normal. I was out with my friends on a normal Saturday evening. There was kind of like, it felt like a sudden rush and a sudden rise of energy. It came from my feet, travelled all the way up through my body. There was a voice, a booming voice in my head said, "You are immortal." My friends came back one at a time, and the first thing they both said, "What's wrong?" And I just said to them, I said, "I don't know what's just happened, but I need to go. I need to get out of here and go because I don't understand this." I mean, this is a thing people are going to say when you're drinking and whatever. That night, for the first time in about 3 years, I offered to drive. When other things started happening, I was like, this is too much. I must be losing it or something. I started getting headaches. I went for CAT scans to see if there was any physical abnormality, which there wasn't. Things I thought were happening weren't really happening. I started hearing voices, hearing noises, the whole feeling things, seeing my third eye, and it was like, oh my God, what is this? So I did the healing and the psychic shows, and then I started to do healing with people, and then it progressed to do healing with animals. I didn't charge for any of these. I went along to do this to see if it was real. You know, because I would be one of the biggest skeptics. I know I'm different. I've come to understand the difference between, is that my thought or is that a voice? My sensitivities are quite high. I can feel and sense things that horses may be feeling, and also I can hear what horses have to say. When I start to work with a horse, my mind will be still and it will be moving with that moment. And then when I approach the horse and get to within, a few feet of it, I'll usually start to become that horse and start to sense what that horse is feeling, to be able to listen to what this horse is going to have to say. I can start to feel this anxiety there. When I hear things in my mind and hear these voices, it's the soul of that particular horse that's sending a message to me, whether it's in a thought, whether it's in a feeling, which my soul picks up on and sends me that message. What I'm going to try and work with him to begin with is, I'm going to try and let him take sight of me at every angle.
Right.
Out the left eye, out the right eye. Okay? There's one particular horse that I work with. It has suffered an injury to its hop, which is kind of like, in our terms, the knee. The vets took some scans 6 months prior to this lady ringing me. After 6 months, they took another set of scans and it showed exact same damage. There was no change. So I went over, I did some healing, which is just laying on of hands. The lady said after a few days the horse is moving better. Can you come and see it again? So I went to see it again, did some healing again, half an hour, 20 minutes, whatever. And a few days after that, she said, my horse isn't lame. I said, okay, cool, great job. So I said to her, well, just to make sure, just get some scans done. So she took the horse to have scans, and when the scans came back, there was no signs of any damage. The vets couldn't explain it. And there was some scientific proof there that people, will look for, that maybe it was just a coincidence. I don't know, maybe it just fixed by itself, I don't know. At the end of the day, I don't really care how it fixed or who fixed it. That horse's leg, was better. I've dedicated, for the last 10 years, every single waking hour, and how I used to live my life, to how it is now, is a total 360-degree shift. People that I used to kick around with, there's only one person that I speak to now. I remember talking to this one friend one time. These other people that I knew, they said, how's Sherry, which is a nickname of mine, through Shereston, how's Sherry? Has he, been locked up yet? Or, all these things he's doing now, what's going on? Some horse whisperers work within one establishment and, work there for however many years and have children, have families, My life as a horse whisperer and as a person will travel anywhere in the world. If that's the case of doing a demonstration in Wales, to then doing a clinic in Italy, to then go to Australia to do a talk, then so be it. We call it an animal communicator, we call Dr. Doolittle, a horse whisperer, if people want to call it a gift. I haven't really put that much energy into finding out where it's from. It's there, and while it's there and while I'm here on this planet in this physical form, then I will try and use it to help anywhere I can. People, it is strange and it's not normal. It would have been, if I was the onlooker, it would have been strange. But it's just natural now. And that's one of the big things about my life, it's always different.